Well, I've always been concerned about climate change, and I've always tried to do what I can do. But what has happened in the last 3 years has really changed the way that I think about the issue. Now we're having not only really hot and sweltering summers that go on, but we are also having wildfires. I moved to the Pacific Northwest when I was 18 years old. I've been here my entire adult life. I know it's nothing my mother's ever experienced, or my grandmother, or my great-grandparents. This is completely new territory. Both years, this year and last, my kids went back to school with air quality that was unhealthy and unsafe. It's like we're living on a different planet, and it feels really wrong and really scary. What could happen in 3 more years, or in 10 years, or 20 years? If we don't change what we're doing, it's only going to get hotter every year going forward. We could live in a world that's just totally unrecognizable to us. I decided to look into how I can make a difference. How can I help make this change happen? And that's when I discovered the climate mobilization movement. They're an organization that is calling for a response to the climate changes we're experiencing that really matches the level of emergency that's happening on the ground. They are mobilizing cities and counties in the age of Trump to declare climate emergency at the local level. And cities and counties can do this by bringing all of the economic and political and social resources that we have in our cities to bear on making the transition that we really need to make. Human civilization as we know it is in the balance, and so mobilizing as we did for World War II makes sense in this moment. The good news is for me that we're talking about a better world. The decarbonized world, the world that draws carbon out of the atmosphere, is a better, it's a healthier, it's a safer, it's a more equitable world. It's really scary. The time frame we have to have an impact is really short. And when I start to think about it in terms of my kids' life, I understand that if I don't do this, I don't know what I will say to them. I need to work on climate to make a difference now, a substantive, meaningful difference. Because if I don't do it, if I don't show up, if all of us don't show up to do this work, we're really abdicating our responsibility to ourselves, because it's going to happen in our own lifetime, but very importantly to our children, and certainly to their children. The odds just aren't safe enough for me to sit back and wait.